We're free. We can go anywhere we like and be whoever we like.
The world is our oyster, as CJ would say.
Yes, I'm afraid it probably would, darling. Absolutely free. Free from the grinding wheels of commerce. Free to shake off the bonds of our greedy, materialistic society. Free to wait 6 hours for a lift. Will you tell me something honestly, Mrs. Gossamer?
Of course, Mr. Gossamer.
Are you enjoying wandering around as Mr. and Mrs. Gossamer, Mrs. Gossamer?
Not much, Mr. Gossamer.
Oh, darling, let's become Mr. and Mrs. Perrin again. Let's go back home, sell the house, sell grot, sell the shops, the prime sites, the juggernauts, and then when we're rich, we'll really be free to shake off the bonds of our greedy, materialistic society.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's wonderful, darling. Absolutely wonderful. Yes, I'm wonderfly happy.
I'm glad.
I'm glad you're glad. It makes me very happy to know you're glad I'm happy, darling.
I'm glad.
This is sheer bliss, this, isn't it?
If you're so happy, Reggie, why do you keep sighing?
Well, sheer bliss isn't enough, is it,
Oh,
darling?
Reggie.
Well, there must be something more for me to do than sit by the sea guzzling champagne.
Oh, Reggie, will you never be content?
But, darling, look, I'm just an ordinary bloke, you know. I'm no different from anyone else who walked out on his job, faked suicide, started a new life, returned in disguise, remarried his wife, opened a shop selling goods, guaranteed absolutely useless, to his amazement succeeded, walked out again, faked another suicide and started another new life.
But no one else has done that.
Exactly, darling, so there must be some purpose behind it. No, there's something I've got to do, darling. A plan to help fight the miseries of this poor old world. A brilliant idea that will make everything I've done so far seem a mere bagatelle. A plan that will send the name of Perrin ringing out proudly for posterity.
Darling, what plan?
I wish I knew. I expect I'll think of something. Cheers.
I beg your pardon?
It wasn't me.
This gentleman was before you.
I've been waiting 15 minutes. I was at the front of that queue.
Yeah, we're talking about this queue, Mush. This gentleman was before you.
It's quite all right, thank you.
What did you say?
I said it's quite all right, thank you.
Not you, him.
Well, I just said that this gentleman was before you.
It's honestly quite all right. I'm in no hurry.
There you are. Mind your own business.
Yeah, but it is my business, isn't it? I mean, this gentleman's been waiting just about as long as you have, and lo and behold, you barge in front of him, you fat pig.
No, please, please. It's raining outside. Who wants to hurry?
What did you say?
I said, please, please, it's raining outside. Who wants to hurry?
Not you, him.
Next. Please, please, I'm very grateful, but let's forget it.
I won't forget it. He called me a fat pig. Kindly keep your ugly nose out.
Oh, it's aspersions on my hoot and that, is it? Oh, so we're down to personal abuse, are we? Well, sod off, you fat dragon.
You started it. You called me a fat pig.
Yeah, but that's different, isn't it? Whether my nose is ugly is a matter of opinion, but you are a fat pig.
Please, please, it's absolutely...
You're look, you. My argument here was held at Alcoholics Anonymous here.
Come outside and repeat that.
I will.
No, I'm waiting for you.
Right, come on outside. Get your coat.
Yes, I haven't got it.
Oh, that's it. That's what I'll do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Yes. Carry on. Carry on.
Champagne again?
Yes,
It
yes.
must be something very special.
Yes, yes, it is, darling, yes. Now, do you remember that brilliant idea I was talking about?
The one you haven't got?
That's the one. Well, I have got it.
Darling, what is it?
Well, cheers. Yes.
Cheers.
Yes.
Oh, what is it, darling?
Well, we're pretty happy together by and large, aren't we, darling?
Am I going to hate this idea
No,
so much?
you're going to love it, darling, you're going to love it.
What is it?
Well, this, cheers.
Cheers. What is it?
This morning in the bank, darling, two men were arguing about absolutely nothing at all. They were actually going to fight each other, and I thought... Cheers. I thought, why don't I set up a community where people can learn not to argue and fight, but where people can learn to live in peace and love and happiness.
But I think that's a wonderful idea, Reggie.
Do you, darling? Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, yes, wonderful. What sort of community?
Ah. Yes. No, we won't become the lost tribe of Llandudrod Wells. No. No, it's all right, darling, just thinking out aloud about the sort of community it should be. No, definitely not Hare Krishna. I refuse to chant mantras in Droitwich High Street. We don't want to become goat worshippers or mushroom sniffers in the Welsh Hills, do we, darling? No, good, got that one out of the way. And I certainly don't want to become the Guru of Forfar or the Maharishi of Ilfracombe. There are enough of those already. No, I think, darling, it ought to be the sort of community where ordinary people can come. A community for the middle-aged and the middle class.
Oh, I think that's a wonderful idea,
Yes.
Reggie. Where would it be?
Yes, where would it... absolutely. Well, cheers.
Where would it be, Reggie?
Well, darling, I know this is going to disappoint you, but I think it should be in an ordinary sort of house in a street like the one we used to live in.
So do I. Oh, thank goodness for that.
Oh.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers, darling. Good. The living room, darling. Yes, the living room. Now, my word, darling. Now, in all of this exceptionally spacious property, no room provides such an astonishing sense of space as the living room, which affords an unrivalled view of the terraced garden, fringed by a verdant screen of trees. Oh, this tree's verdant? Yes, they are being very good. It endows the said garden with a sense of peacefulness, which bestows the final accolade on this exceptionally characterful property.
Oh, must you read from that thing, Reggie? Aren't you excited?
Yes, almost as excited as Messrs. Blunston, Forrest and Stringer. Come on, darling, let's try the dining room. If it isn't an intimate yet surprisingly spacious setting for formal and informal dining, then I'm the Queen of Sheba's surprisingly spacious left tit. All right, let's try the master bedroom. Now this handsome and exceptionally spacious room enjoys fully integrated double glazing with sliding units, and the unusually tasteful decorations afford an elegant background to Scandinavian or traditional English sex activities with fully integrated messing about and doing exceptionally spacious naughty things.
It doesn't say that.
Yes, of course it doesn't. Oh, darling, I think we've found the house. Now, all we've got to do is find the staff.
But how do we set about that?
You furnish the house, darling. I'll provide the staff. After all I need are people who are intelligent, mature, kind, caring, trustworthy, intelligent, brilliant. Oh, hello, Mrs. C.J. Reggie Perrin here. May I speak to C.J., please? Not there. Haven't seen him since he went off disguised as a tram. Jane thought she saw him busking to a cinema queue. Yes, I know I'm repeating everything you're saying. Yes, I know it's irritating. Yes, I know I'm still doing it.
Let me tell you, brother, I didn't get Brian today by knowing that
Guinness, please, and...
Whiskey? I'll get them. A few people have been kind enough to reward my efforts with some pennies.
Oh, so you're stuck at being a tramp, C.J.?
Street entertainer,
Beg
Reggie.
your pardon, C.J.
When I do a thing, I go the whole hog.
You certainly do, C.J.
Even if I do feel like a square pig in a round hole.
58.
There you are, my man.
Thank you very much, C.J. Thank you.
Well, good luck, Reggie.
Well, cheers. There we are.
Well, Reggie, absence is better than a cure.
Prevention makes the heart grow fonder.
In a nutshell.
Well, C.J., I am here, believe it or not, to offer you a job.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. What is it this time? More chairs that blow raspberries? Another mad idea like grot?
No, C.J., no. I am going to set up a community where the middle-aged and the middle class can learn to live in peace and love and happiness.
Oh, where's it to be, Reggie? Some sunny offshore island?
19 Oslo Avenue, Botchley.
You gave me 35p, 3 pesetas, 2 pfennigs and a shirt button. You want to be careful of these types.
Yes, I will. Thank you very much.
Those mean, unwashed, long-haired louts.
Oh, no, CJ, that's not the way you should talk about them if you join my staff.
Oh, how should I talk about them if I join your staff?
Fascinating, somewhat misguided, rather insecure, socially confused, exceptionally serious, but potentially highly creative and delightful, mean, unwashed, long-haired louts.
Must I?
Yes. When I've got all my staff together, CJ, we're all going to have to undergo a rigorous training period. We're all going to have to learn to be nice.
I didn't get where I am today by being nice.
You'll soon get used to it, CJ. And when you are nice, you realise how nice it is being nice.
Oh.
Now, go on, CJ, give it a try. After all, the proof of the pudding is caviar to the general.
You're talking my language, Reggie.
Absolutely, CJ.
But I don't think it's my line of country.
Free board and lodging, CJ, and a salary of £10,000 a year.
On the other hand, no doubt I could soon adjust.
I'm afraid there won't be room for all of you in the house, actually, CJ. Some of you may have to live under
Under what?
under canvas.
You mean a tent?
Yes.
Good God. Yes. 10,000 a year?
Yes.
I can live in a tent. But Mrs. CJ, she's a different kettle of fish.
Absolutely, CJ. And you think she might be a different kettle of fish out of water?
Exactly. By no stretch of the imagination can Mrs. CJ be described as a frontierswoman.
No stretch, but I do seem to recall she has friends in Luxembourg.
Delightful people.
Yes, Luxembourg is delightful.
Absolutely delightful.
Now, wouldn't it be a delightful gesture, CJ, if you were to forego some of your marital pleasures and send it to your delightful friends in Luxembourg?
Delightful idea, Reggie.
Yes.
Just for a few months till I get things straight. Go on. Consider me recruited.
Right. One for the road, CJ.
Oh, yeah.
And then I must be on my way to recruit the rest of my intelligent, mature, kind, caring, trustworthy and brilliant staff.
Reggie! Oh, good heavens.
Hello, Doc.
Hello.
How are you?
Starlings don't seem to like poppadoms. Good morning, Professor. Oh, good morning.
Morning. Well, Doc, this is Professor?
I find it helps, Reggie. I give English lessons, you see. Going awfully well.
Oh, good. How many pupils have you got, Doc?
Like a sandwich, Reggie.
That's very kind of you.
Lamb curry or beef curry?
How many pupils did you say you got, Doc?
A one.
Now, the reason... Why are you doing that, Doc?
I'm preventing the onset of arthritis of the limbs.
Growing old must be rather depressing for a doctor, Doc. I mean, knowing what's happening to your body. Huh?
Yes, I suppose it was.
Yes. You're not depressed, dear Doc?
Oh, no, Reggie. Good heavens, no. I get a certain consolation in the knowledge that by being the worst doctor in England, I've saved some other poor blighter from that ignominy. No man's life is entirely pointless.
Good. I'm glad you're not depressed, Doc, because this is no chance meeting. I've come here to offer you a job.
Again? Good Lord.
I'm setting up a community where the middle-aged and the middle class can learn to live in peace and love and happiness.
What kind of role do you have in mind for me?
A medical role, Doc.
Oh, isn't there anything else?
It's a different kind of medicine, Doc. You will be our psychologist.
Oh,
Yes, it's your undiscovered métier.
it is?
Yes, of course it is. Psychology is the nettle you are going to grasp, Doc, and I'm confident you will do it.
Oh, are you?
Right. Be in touch, Doc. Bye.
Oh, goodbye. Psychology.
A community?
Yes.
Well, that's a great idea, Reggie. Knockout.
Yes. What a pity your export-import business is doing so well.
Oh, it is, yes. Tony Webster's still the kiddie.
Absolutely.
I'm off to Frankfurt tonight.
Good heavens.
Yes, hit the fatherland, score a few exports.
Yes.
This is Success City, Arizona.
Yes, is it really? Yes. So you won't be interested in my little offer of £5,000 a year every year?
Well, I'll talk it over with Joni.
Yes.
I mean, after all, she is my wife.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, let's fly.
Yes, Heathrow calls.
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Not taking a great deal of luggage with you, more reading matter, I say. Uniwarm, the only central heating system that doesn't blow a draft in your pocket.
Yes, OK. Cards on the Tableville, Arizona. Not going to Frankfurt. Working for the Uniwarm Central Heating.
Blow a draft in your pocket.
Yes. Oh, I'd no basic, but fantastic commission. Knockout. We'll take the job, Reggie.
Good. What about Joan?
Oh, she'll do what I say. She's my wife.
Great. Knockout. Sorry.
Super.
Absolutely super.
We'd love to work for your community.
Good.
Quiet, Reggie.
Reggie?
We named him after you.
Oh.
You know what I think of you. I look up to you.
Oh, dear.
Well, exactly.
Oh, dear.
I look up to you as a sort of person who doesn't expect people to look up to him. But I think the community idea is super. But
yes.
I don't think Prue or I would be happy if you were... How can I put it? Oh, well, not exactly sort of a cult figure, but... well, not exactly sort of... too big for your, boots. but sort of a bit,
Absolutely, Neville. Thank you for speaking so frankly. Yes. But look, if you think I'm going to become too self-important, don't worry. No, the community is the thing. I will just be the shadowy catalyst in the background who will enable the whole thing to function, right?
Super. What are you going to call it?
Perrins.
Super.
Well, I've done my bit. I've furnished the house.
Yes.
Now, what have you done about staff? You haven't told me a thing.
It's all gone very well indeed, darling. I've engaged 6 excellent people.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Well, I know their names won't mean much to me, Reggie, but who are they?
Well, 1 or 2 of the names might possibly mean something, CJ, for instance.
You've appointed CJ?
All right, darling, he won't be on top of us all the time. He'd probably spend most of the time in his tent.
Yes, what?
Yes, he'll be living under canvas, CJ. Yes, Mrs. CJ won't be with him. She's no frontierswoman.
Now, Reggie, where is this tent of CJ's going to be? Near here?
Near? Quite near, no?
How near?
Definitely not in the front garden.
Reggie, are you trying to tell me that CJ is going to live in a tent in the back garden?
No, not exactly the back garden. I mean, right at the back of the back. I mean, miles away from it. You're going to be... CJ! You won't be able to see him in miles. You won't be able to see him.
And what's he going to do about food? Open tins of pemmican down by the compost heap?
Or did you have the odd meals with us, darling?
Which meals?
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
I see. So we're going to live together, all 3 of us. Well, that'll be rather dangerous, won't it?
Oh, you mean a ménage à trois? Bermuda Triangles? Oh, yes, that would be dangerous. No, the whole staff is going to live here.
Oh, so I'm to share my house with total strangers?
But they won't be total strangers, darling.
But who will they be?
There'll be Doc Morrissey, Tony, Joan, David and Joe.
All the old mob.
And CJ. Yes, all the old mob, but it'll be marvellous having the old mob back, won't it, darling? I mean, really, it'll be like having an old pair of pyjamas, you know. I mean, a bit torn here and a little bit torn there, but a man feels comfortable having them around him. And after all, they all proved their worth with Grot.
Oh, what about our daughter? Didn't she prove her worth?
Linda, of course. I'm certainly going to ask Linda, yes. And Tom?
Well, it's going to be a bit crowded, isn't it?
Yes, but that's the whole point of a community, darling. There's no point in having a community if there aren't any people there. I suppose I should have told you all this before, darling, but I didn't know how you'd take it.
I think it's all very exciting.
Oh, never mind. You'll soon get... Oh, darling. Oh, good. Oh, it is exciting, isn't it? Yes, it's going to be absolutely marvellous. We're going to have to learn completely different values, you know. Yes, from today onwards, we must forget that an Englishman's home is his castle. From today on, this home is everybody else's castle. Oh, damn and blast. Who the hell's that? Oh, Tom. It's you. Come in.
Thanks, Reggie.
Tom.
Hello, mother-in-law.
Hello, Tom.
I haven't come at an unfortunate time, have I?
Tom, every time you come to visit us is an absolute delight. No prune wine?
I haven't had the heart to make any lately. You'll have to forego it.
Oh, dear, what a shame.
This room's surprisingly spacious.
Once an estate agent, always an estate agent.
Sorry.
That's all right, Tom. I was just thinking just as well you want a funeral undertaker. You take one look at me and say, yes, 5'11", fit a size 4 nicely.
I just popped over, mother-in-law, to see if I could have a word with Reggie about something.
Oh, I'll make you some coffee.
Oh. So you popped over just to have a word with me about something?
I'm looking lugubrious.
Yes.
Even when I'm wildly excited, I look lugubrious.
Yes.
So it's difficult for people to tell when I actually am lugubrious.
Absolutely. You've no lugubriosity in reserve, as it were.
Exactly. You remember what a success I was with my adverts for Grot?
Oh, what was that one? Grot, the ideal place for gifts, because it's all on one floor and there aren't any lifts. I shan't forget that in a hurry, Tom. I don't think any of us will.
You may find this difficult to believe, but I've been unable to get another job in advertising.
I find this difficult to believe, Tom.
I can never go back to estate agency. When I left, Norris asked me if I'd continue to write my witty house ads. I said you can stick your house ads up your fully integrated, exceptionally spacious back passage.
Do you think he tried to... No.
He's told every estate agent for miles.
Oh, they'll have forgotten about it by now, Tom, I'm sure.
Estate agents never forget. They're the elephants of the professional world. I popped in at a party last night at the show house on that new estate at High Wycombe. I was snubbed. Even Harrison of Harrison and Harrison cold-shouldered me. I wouldn't have been surprised if it had been Harrison or Harrison. They're swine, but Harrison, he was my friend.
Quite, yes. So you're out of work, Tom?
Yes.
Oh, dear.
I've got rather bitten by the crafts bug, Reggie.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Thatching, basket weaving, that sort of thing. I can't seem to get in on that either. I've got nothing.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
I've never crawled to anyone in my life.
Glad to hear it, Tom.
I've never asked for charity in my life.
Very wise.
I'm just not a charity person.
Good, that is a relief. I always knew our daughter had married a real man.
Oh, thank you, Reggie.
Man with pride.
Oh, thank you, Reggie.
Man with drive.
Oh, thank you, Reggie.
A man who wouldn't come crawling to his father-in-law for a job.
Oh, thank you, Reggie.
Nevertheless, Tom, I'm going to give you the job you came here crawling for.
Oh, thank you.
Coffee ready, darling?
Tell me we got to sleep in a tent?
You didn't ask.
Where's Reggie?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Perrin's. Well, I suppose I'd better tell you a little bit more about what it's all going to be about. Well, it's going to be a sort of a cross between a commune and a self-help therapy centre. People are going to come here and stay as long as they like and pay as much as they like. And when we open our doors, ordinary, respectable, desperate, unhappy people will pay vast sums of money in gratitude for our expert guidance. But before that, we must all undergo a rigorous training period. Now, everybody in the community will have a particular job, and this morning's meeting is to allocate those jobs. Now, Elizabeth will be our secretary. Doc Morrissey will naturally be our psychologist. Tom, equally naturally, will be responsible for sport.
Sport?
Sport.
I know nothing about sport, Reggie.
It's all right, Doc knows nothing about psychology.
Let me tell you, I've been swatting it up like Billy-O.
Oh, dear, that is bad news. No. No, Tom, it's sport for you.
But I'm just not a sport person.
It's true. He doesn't know one end of a cricket racket from the other.
Bats, I know that.
It was a joke.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm not a joke person. Seriously, though, Reggie, I was hoping to do something with old English crafts. I've got rather bitten by the crafts bug lately. Thatching, basket weaving, that sort of thing. I'd prefer it if the popular Saturday evening TV programme was called Craft of the Day, and its Sunday equivalent was The Big Thatch. You see, when I do make a joke, you don't take any notice.
Well done, Tom! I didn't get where I am today without recognising a ridiculous play on words when I hear one.
Thank you, CJ. Well, no, Tom, I'm afraid it's sport for you, quite definitely. If we're going to be unconventional in our community, we must free our sport from competition and aggression, and your pathetic ignorance is exactly what I need for it.
Oh, well, thank you, Reggie.
Not at all. Joan, your department will be music.
Why do you laugh?
Because you're tone deaf.
Oh, thank you. You certainly know how to make a woman feel good.
Tony, you'll be responsible for culture.
Culture?
Culture.
Oh, culture! Oh, fine. With you, no sweat. Really hit culture. Knockout.
Good. Prue, you'll be responsible for Old English crafts, thatching, basket weaving, that sort of thing.
Super.
Yes.
I must say, Reggie, that's a bit thick.
Sorry, Tom, sport for you. CJ, your work will be work.
I don't follow you, Reggie.
Well, CJ, no man understands the problems of man's relations with his work better than you.
Thank you, Reggie.
Having caused so many of them yourself.
Thank you, Reggie.
Linda, your work will be art, drawing, painting, etc.
Oh, must I?
Which just leaves David.
Yes?
Who will be in charge of sex.
Can't I have sex?
Not while you're married to me.
No.
Well, this great project is all set. This exciting social experiment is about to begin. So, let's have all your ideas. Please, please, please. Don't all speak at once.
Would anyone like a cup of tea?
Now.